Ashley Vanderbilt. I'm a senior, and I know from talking to like a lot of people that like Christianity and having doubts is kind of like a part of being a Christian. Like every Christian has doubts. So what would you say to someone who like is when you're talking and you find out that they're having like a lot of doubts? What would you say to them?
Well, I want to know what the doubts are, right? So it's really important to kind of not leave them in this kind of abstract sense. Oh, I've got doubts. Okay, those could be a lot of different things. A lot of different. Some of those doubts are going to be intellectual. Some doubts might be about things you've seen other people do.
Yeah.
So more like behaviors you're seeing you're uncomfortable with. So I'd want to know what the doubts are. But here's what I would say about doubts in general. Look, every worldview, people have doubts. They may not recognize those doubts or even ask. It's clear, though, when the worldview demands more of you, your doubts go higher. But don't think for a second, I'm going to slip over into atheism and not have open questions. Look, every worldview has unresolved questions. As an atheist, I had these questions. Okay, how did the universe begin? Science isn't going to really help me much with that. I've got some things, but I do know from the science that everything came into existence, all space, time, and matter, from nothing. So what is the non-spatial, non-temporal, non-material cause of all this? That's a question I couldn't answer. Why does it appear to be fine-tuned for life? I couldn't answer that question. How does life appear from non-life? I couldn't answer that question. Why, once life appears, does it appear to be designed? That's pretty uncontroversial, even amongst atheists. But no answer for that. How do we have minds? That's an immaterial thing coming out of a material universe. No answer for that. How do we have free agency if the entire universe is material and just a matter of physical consequence? No answer for that. How do we, I think there are more, you see what I'm saying? I had a bunch of unanswered questions as an atheist, but it didn't shake me from my atheism because my atheism had made no demands on me. What's interesting is sometimes when we have doubts about Christianity, we have them because, you know what, I'd really like to be able to do this thing I want to do. But I feel like or I really like to be more popular with my friends, or I'm really tired of my friends always questioning this or that, or the culture always disagreeing with me. And so we struggle with that, right? And that's why I think our doubts they seem like they're more pressing. Because we'd like to, can I lean on my doubts to walk away from this? That's the question. Can I lean on my doubts to walk away from this and feel like I'm justified in walking away? And I think that's part of so let's just be honest about what it is that's driving us. I'm not surprised that in a world in which something as complex as God might exist, that understanding him might also be complex. And I always tell my jurors that I can't answer every question you're going to have, but I'm going to be able to give you enough reason to render a verdict, even though you're going to have open questions. And if you're the kind of person who says, I can't render a verdict unless I have all my open questions answered, I'm going to excuse you from the jury because I can't have you because I've never been able to answer all the questions a jury could ask. I can't even answer that for myself sometimes on these cases. So I would say doubt is natural in every worldview because every worldview has less than perfect evidence. But this worldview, there's enough evidence, I think, to determine that it's true, even though I have unanswered questions. And if I can do that in a jury trial, I can sure do that with my views about God. So I'm willing to take that step, even though I have unanswered questions.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.